Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show. And today we're going to talk about the three trades that I am taking, and I'm going to give you those three trades today in just a moment. But before we do that, smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people, and of course does help support the channel. And if you're new, welcome. Smash that subscribe button and you will get the daily updates. I'm going to jump straight into these three trades, give these levels. Then I'm also going to talk briefly about the SPY there before we wrap it up. So the first one that I want to talk about is Eli Lilly. Now the ticker is actually LLY, and the Tribal Trades indicator has fired off on the 3-day time frame. So sometimes I don't always look at the weekly for that, but the 3-day time frame, that's fired off on the 3-day time frame, and that has been an absolutely great signal there. Again, the Tribal Trades indicator, no more guessing where the bottom could or should or might be, no more buying a dip. That keeps dipping. The Tribal Trades indicator, one indicator to rule them all, has done it again and pretty much picked close to that bottom, maybe not the exact bottom, but pretty close to it. Now look here as we go up. So what we're looking for here now, of course, if we go over to Lilly, LLY, you can see here on the 200 EMA on the 3-day, that's the level to break above, and that's where I'll look to take a trade there right about where we are right about now. So if you do want to trade, or if you're in a region or country where you can only trade the stock and you can't trade the leverage ETF, I'm going to give you both levels. This level here is $697. A break above that, and we're off to the races there. That's where you can take a trade. Now, of course, we're going to have some resistance there at 723, at the 9 EMA, the 20 EMA up at 749, and all the way up, you got the 50-day moving average at 763, 792. For the 200-day moving average and the 50-week moving average at 810. I would expect it to get all the way back to that white 50-week moving average. Now, of course, these levels are moving daily and weekly, and so you need to check those, make sure that you've got those added to your charts there. And if we go to the actual leverage ETF there, LLYX there, so taking the trade is right at this level right now, which is right on at 12. What are we at? $11.98. Let's just say $12 rounded up. That's where the trade would be taken there at $12. And then, of course, let's just go up here and you can see exactly where to take this trade. In fact, we're above the 9 EMA on the daily, so this trade can be taken right away as long as we open in the pre-market tomorrow. That's at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Above this level, that would be the place to take the trade there, and you get 12 shares for $12. And of course, if Eli Lilly goes up 10%, you get 20%. If it goes up 50%, you make 100% there. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so that's really great for that one there. And of course, if we were to lose the 9 EMA and come back down, we wouldn't enter the trade. And if you do get in, you can also just look at getting out on the a daily close below that level for Eli Lilly. So that's the first trade. Now, the second trade that I'm going to give is going to be Berkshire Hathaway. And actually, both these trades were alerted in the Tribal Trades Discord by Tribal Trades members that I was able to share that they had both gotten green dots on the weekly time frame, and there it is again. We have it yet again, the Tribal Trades indicator there firing off that green dot on the weekly time frame there. Now, of course, we're looking at BRKB, which is the 2x leverage ETF of Berkshire Hathaway. Okay, and so what we are looking for here on this trade is we're going to lower it down to a lower time frame, but that's just so you can see the green dot firing off on the weekly time frame there. And let's jump down to the daily time frame. There we go. And you can actually see that we're above the 9 EMA. We actually got the green arrow on the daily. We broke through the 9 EMA. The 9 looks like it's going to cross the 20 there. And so the trade would be at $23.62. It's currently at $23.87 or a break above the 50-day moving average. You can take that trade at $24.36. And of course, if we were to close below the 9 EMA on the daily, that could be an exit there for that trade on there. The third trade that I want to give you today is Palantir, but it's not what you think. And you're going, that doesn't look like Palantir. It's been on a tear. This is the more risky trade, and we'll look at the SPY, and I'll tell you why in a moment right after this. We've got the tribal trades indicator again. This is too new as an ETF, so it doesn't give. If there was a weekly dot, I think we'd get it because we got the red dot on the actual stock. And I'll show that in a moment how this is working. So what we've got is we've got a green dot. We're above the 9 EMA. Any hold above this level, there's an entry there right at about $8, just above $8 there. If it comes back and retests this $8.18 there on the 9 EMA on the daily. However, if it was to lose this level, I would probably fairly quickly exit this trade because it is trading against the overall market trend, but it's not really trading against Palantir, which has gone a little bearish, but you never know. It could flip bullish again, of course. So this again gave a wonderful entry, the tribal trades indicator. There's the entry there, and this is a inverse ETF. So you're like, oh, but shouldn't it be going down? If price going down? No, because this makes you money if Palantir is going down. And let's actually look at the Palantir stock here, and we're going to show you how that's working. And there you can see it right there, that Palantir has started to roll over a bit. We had the red dot on the daily. It's had, 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive red candles. We've lost the 9 EMA. We also have the dreaded red dot on the weekly time frame as well. Now, if for some reason this was going to turn around, then obviously, if we find support here and then it just continues up, we're going to look at exiting that Palantir short ETF trade there, okay? Got to have stop losses on those trades as well. And of course, we can also flip bullish because we can actually go to PTIR, which is the 2x leverage long, and close out of that particular trade, a short trade, and just flip to long. If we were to see some kind of green dot reversal or reversal of trend, we can fairly quickly switch out of that from short to long on that play. I'll be sharing all those details in the tribal trades Discord, and we'll go there just now for a moment to give you what we've been doing over there before we finish off with the SPY. I love the tribal trades Discord, the wins section here, the Thunder from Down Under getting a great win there on Link, absolutely awesome there, leverage trade, and a bunch of other wins in the wins section here. This is my favorite part of the channel when I see people getting those wins. And a lot of what we've been talking about in this channel is helping people move to a daily goal. And it doesn't have to be, you might be a once a week trader, but you have a overall average daily goal or what you want to earn for the month. And I'll give you an example for that. There is number one is if you wanted to make $3,000 per month, then there's about 30 days in the month. You would on average want to make $100 per day. So some of the live sessions and some of the trainings that we do in the Discord are geared towards showing you how and teaching you how day traders, medium-term swing traders, and also long-term investors, where we can help set goals for those kind of levels with the training and the education that is provided here. Okay, and so my goal for everybody who joins the Discord is help people get to $1,000 per day. And there are already some people in the Discord that are there and are making that kind of money each day. And we show you how with leverage ETFs, leverage and spot trading, as well as short, being able to go short and make money on the way down, and of course going long, making money on the way up when it is going up. So that's my goal. That's why this Discord was created, so that people could undergo a wealth transformational journey. Now, of course, with all that, you get the tribal trades indicator. Now, this is a paid indicator. You cannot get it. It's not free. It comes with the tribal trades Discord membership. You get it as free, part of your membership subscription. Well, it's not really free because when you pay for the subscription, you get it as part of that. And of course, the Discord is currently at the moment, it is closed, but you can get on the wait list. How do you do that? There's a description at the below this video. You might need to click the more button. That'll pop out. There's a description there, and you can fill in the form there to get on the wait list for the Tribal Trades Discord. Originally, I opened this in January, and then it was closed, and then I opened it again for people to sign up in June, and then I closed it again, and I will be opening it up again before the end of this year, okay? I haven't got a specified date for that just yet, but I will be opening up again. But the sooner you get on the wait list, the sooner you can get priority access. And of course, if there are some that aren't able to use and don't renew their subscription to the Tribal Trades Discord, I have been moving people from the wait list into the main Tribal Trades Discord. And obviously, some people already in the last week have been moved from the wait list to the Tribal Trades Discord. Let's look at the SPY, because I did promise that right at the end here. We're going to look at the SPY and check out how that is going, because this is what I was saying with the Palantir traders. We're right on that Fibonacci, and we're right just above the 90 MA. We're hanging on there at the moment above these two key levels. We had the green dot on the daily. There was the red dot to sell, to get out, and the green dot to get back in again. And so if we do lose this 9 EMA on the daily, then this would start to roll over, and then the 9 can cross below the 20, and then, maybe we come down, retest this 50-day moving average, and, possibly as we come into September, 613 would be a real key area there. That was our previous all-time high in February. However, if it just keeps going and holds us a support and then just continues up, because remember, we do have this technical target on the inverse head and shoulders on the weekly time frame. That's all the way up at about 720 odd there. And that doesn't mean, by the way, we're not going to invalidate that inverse head and shoulders if we lose 613. If we start to lose around the $600 level, then yes, that will invalidate the inverse head and shoulders, but that would be some move to the downside. I would not expect that much downside for the month of September, which has historically been bearish for the SPY. So if we do continue on the upside, then I do feel that Palantir short will need to be closed and then open a Palantir leverage long position. How if we do, the SPY does lose the 9 EMA on the daily there, then at that point that I would feel that the Palantir trade that I have open at the moment, the short, would continue to the upside for me, and we'd be able to cash in on that. All right, well, that's all we have time for today. Hope you enjoyed that episode. And of course, until the next episode, or until I see you in the Discord, happy trading.